What's going on, everybody? We're going to make really quick, easy chili. It's so fast, you're going to miss it. So thanks for watching. Peace out. What's going on, everybody? Today we make quick and easy chili. So let's get started. Alright, we're going to start out with frozen hamburger meat. I already done thawed it out already. You just put it in the sink. That's why I'm showing you that. That's why I make it thin. Squish it out in these vacuum sealed bags and put them in the freezer and save it for later. Doesn't take that long to thaw out. Got the beef. I'm using tomato sauce with no salt. Maybe I can control how much sodium in it. And I'm going to be using this hot chili beans to bake the chili. That's why it's quick and easy. And you can add other stuff in it, like onions and peppers and whatever else you want in your chili. But this is what I'm going to start out with. And I might add some onions, you know, if I want it more spicier. I don't know how actually spicy these beans are. But I'm going to start browning the beef, so let's get to the stove. Medium. I'm going to start out with like medium-high heat. Put this beef in here. I will be draining the grease, so I'm not going to be adding any. I don't really see a point. Also, I got one of these meat choppers, whatever you want to call it. Like a star, little fan blade. So I'm going to brown this up. Also, I'm going to chop it up too. Let me see the camera behind me, but I don't really care. If you don't have one of these meat choppers, you can always use a potato masher, like the old school kind, like the wire. I know they make the other ones are like flat with holes. It won't work as well. That's why you should get one of these. Actually work pretty good. But all I'm going to do is brown this hamburger meat up. I'm not going to season it. The chili beans already have seasoning and stuff in it already. So I'm actually just going to brown this up until it's cooked all the way through. I'm going to get a nice little bit of color to it instead of like cooking it until it's like, not say gray meat, but it, you know, has some color to it. So I'll pretty much be back for that. Alright, hamburger meat's now nice and cooked. Add a little bit of color to the meat. I don't want to overcook it or burn it either. This is 80-20 beef, and it's let's say it's probably less than a pound of beef that I'm using. Doesn't seem like a whole lot of grease in here. Might just leave it. Alright, now it's time to open the pans. Alright, tomato sauce. The 15-ounce can I'm using. I always give it a shake before I open it. Make sure it's nice and mixed. Put it in here. Turn the heat down to meet all the way low. Just the splatter everywhere. I'm not going to rinse out the can, but I will take the spoon and scrape it out. Make sure. Oops, hit the camera. Spoon. Get most I can out of it. Mix this up a little bit. I'm not worried about this caramelized stuff, that'll come off. Give it flavor actually anyway. Alright, that's in there. Now while you're cooking the hamburger meat, you could have added some fresh onions, bell peppers, or whatever vegetables you wanted to cook in it while the meat and stuff was cooking. But I didn't bother doing it because I don't want all that stuff in it anyway. I just want basic chili. And I will add onions and other stuff to it later. I'll dump this in here. It smells pretty good. Same thing with this can of beans. The 30-ounce can. I think it's 30.5 ounces. Not really sure how much chili it's actually gonna make. Enough for a couple of days for me, for sure. As long as it's not too spicy. Taste this real quick. Not too bad. Scrape off some of the caramelized stuff on it so it gets actually into the chili, gets a flavor. And I'm going to let this simmer for a little bit and get the flavors mixed together really well. So get a spoon, taste it, see if it needs anything. Definitely needs to simmer down a little bit. I actually might add, I got some dehydrated onions I can add. It's gonna cook anyway. About a tablespoon. A little bit of salt. Kind of needs it. Some black pepper. Not really that spicy. I tasted it. It says it's supposed to be spicy beans. Or hot beans or something, but they're not really that spicy. Some garlic powder. And probably a tablespoon of each. I don't know if I can reach the other stuff in here. Oregano. Thyme. What I got. Where is the chili powder? There it is. No, it's cayenne pepper. I don't like that. That's too spicy. It's not out. A few moments later. I think I found the seasonings I was kind of looking for. Where's it at? I'm going to add a little bit of cumin to it. Just not a whole lot, just like a little bit, like a pinch or two. And then the only variety I have is it says hot Mexican chili powder. We can use regular chili powder. And I'm gonna start out with a tablespoon. I don't know, tablespoon's too much. Maybe a teaspoon, a little bit smaller. If you like really strong chili, you can always add a tablespoon. And also you can add more, you just can't take away. So if we add too much, that's it. It's gonna be really strong. Turn the heat back up. So I'm bringing it to a simmer. And that's pretty much about it. So I'm gonna be back to plate it up. I will taste it again, make sure I don't need any more seasonings. You can always add seasoning to it, but you can't take away. So make sure you don't add too much salt, pepper, garlic, onions, chili powder. And don't get carried away with cayenne pepper or anything like that and make it too spicy either. Because it might not taste spicy now, but it might taste spicy later for sure. Especially if you add hot sauce and jalapenos and stuff like that to it while you're eating it. Unless you like it that way. I don't. So I'm bringing this up to heat. I need one of those spill guard things, whatever. So I'll be back to plate it up. Alright, now the chili's done. I simmered it from like 15 minutes to 20. It could take longer depending on how much liquid's actually in your chili beans or whatever. But I cooked it down to enough where you pull the spoon and it leaves like a trench. It was still soupy, but it was still able to do that. And see, it's starting to cool off already too. So it's nice and thick. I already tasted it. Actually tastes pretty good. Nice chili flavor. It has a spiciness to it. So I'm just gonna let this cool off. I'm gonna keep stirring it Make sure it cools off faster. Which actually I probably take it off the stove and on my granite countertop, which actually cools it off a lot faster because granite absorbs the heat. But put it off to the side, put it in the refrigerator after it's cooled off. And I will show you to plate it up and do a taste test of it with stuff on it. But it's this is a basic simple chili that you can use to make anything else with that requires chili. So let's plate it up. Small / medium onion. You can use whatever variety you like. So I'm just gonna make sure it's actually good. Looks okay. Doesn't smell bad. Been in the refrigerator for a little bit. Now, there's all kind of theories. Don't cut the core of the bottom of the onion off, and wash the onion off, and wear certain glasses, and I don't know. I cut so many onions that I don't even make my eyes water anymore. But I am gonna make sure that I'm gonna take 2 layers off, because usually the second layer is usually chewy. Sometimes you might have to take off 3, depending on how the onion actually is. But I will double check, make sure it looks okay. I'm gonna chop this whole onion up anyway. Both layers off. And it is 2 layers because you got the skin part and then you got the outer edge. So that's all garbage there. Now, depending on how big your onion is, it's kind of hard showing the chopping block, but you can take it, slice it that way a couple times, and then you take your knife and then slice it this way. And I don't have a camera person to do this, so it's kind of hard to show you guys and do all this at the same time. There's no onion skin on it. And I'm not using the onion base, so I'm not gonna. So I'm gonna go with this side. Decent chunks, not too small. Not mincing it. I'm just like doing this, just a rough chop. Actually, like I said, you can go this way if you want. You see, bad part of the onion. I can tell it's chewy the way it's cutting through the knife. And then, if you can't cut all the way through, all the way towards the bottom, now you can just do slices now. And then that one piece I will cut off, and cut enough of the core out. Throw that part away. And then your slices, that you didn't slice all the way down because you don't want to mess it up, just do a rough chop. And there's your onion. So I'm going to push that off to the side. Smells pretty good. Nice and fresh onion. Got some fresh tomatoes I'm going to put in it. And I was using this for sandwiches or whatever. Oh, I'm actually going to... That doesn't... I want to say it probably doesn't really matter. Gonna slice this in half. And just slice it up. The slices. Make sure your knife is nice and sharp. If it's not, it won't cut through the tomato skin. And same thing. Just a rough chop of tomato. I'm only gonna use like half this tomato for mine. This other half I'll save for whatever. For another bowl or something else, who knows? Maybe for a salad or something. That's it for the vegetables. Going to take that off to the side at my bowl. Brand new bowl, actually, I just bought it. Chili. Just a stir, make sure nothing's separated. Cool down enough so I can eat it. I don't want it too hot, whatever. I actually got a bigger spoon, like a ladle or something, but I don't like dirtying a bunch of spoons. And a couple of scoops. I don't want that much chili. I'm not that hungry. It's almost noontime. I might go for a third. It is a big bowl. And that seemed like a whole lot of chili, but I put a little bit more in there just for video's sake, I guess. Use whatever cheese you want. I'm using 18-month aged cheddar. If you don't like really sharp cheddar or strong cheddar, you can use like a mild or whatever cheese you like, actually. There's not much left in this container, so I like cheese in my chili. I know there's mostly crumbs a little bit. Alright, some sour cream. Stir it up just a little bit. I try not to stir the sour cream too much because it will make it go flat and soupy too much. Bit of sour cream. This is all optional too. You can put whatever you want on top. That's why I like to make just a basic chili. Oh, I probably should put the tomatoes on there first. It doesn't really matter. Just sprinkle this on here. A little bit of tomatoes. Use whatever tomatoes you want. You want heirlooms, you want. I don't say green tomatoes. I guess you could, I guess. But fresh to me is better. An onion, because I'm getting all over the counter too. The counter's clean, it's always clean. Alright, you can take some jalapenos, and I did add some pepper flakes to it because these are the tamed, which can be spicy to some people, not spicy to me. So I just kicked it up a notch with some pepper flakes in it to make it a little bit more spicy. You can chop these up. I'm just going to leave them in whole. I'm just going to put them in there without the juice. Drain some of the juice off. I'll put one in the middle for video. And you can put a little juice. Doesn't hurt. And that's pretty much about it. If you want hot sauce to it, go ahead and add hot sauce. Whatever brand you like. Carolina Reaper sauce. Stuff like that. And we use the same spoon. Doesn't matter to me. I'm the only one eating it. Looks pretty good. We'll be back to do a taste test. And I'm going to get a thumbnail for the video too. So, alright. I did add some saltine crackers. You can use whatever cracker you want. So, did I get a thumbnail? Is that a good thumbnail maybe? I don't know. Alright, now it's time for taste test. Alright, let's give this chili a try. I'll get a little bit of hot pepper, sour cream. Jalapeno disappeared. There you go. Alright, see if it was actually any good. So cheers, everybody. Pretty good chili. Had a nice kick to it. You can break up the saltine crackers or whatever, or you can just dip it in here. So, kind of broke. Give this a try. Alright, everybody. I'm going to enjoy my bowl of chili. Enjoy this video. Give a thumbs up. Leave a comment below. Hit that subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching and peace out. Alright, everybody. I'm going to boil. Yeah, I'm going to boil my chili.